Whew, okay, maybe I made a little bit of mistake and didn't clarify enough. Okay, so the video that I made breaking down the new GTA, the Trilogy, the Definitive Edition trailer breakdown, it didn't go too well. And I do believe this is because people think that I am either trolling, messing around, or I never played the games as they released, or what was some, oh, I was mistaking it for a remaster, that I thought that it should be a remaster, and this is totally a remake, and if I wanted a remaster, I should ask for a remaster. What do you expect from a game company that makes billions of dollars? What do you expect? Of course they're going, oh, they kept them cartoony because that's what the original games were like. Okay, so let me explain everything real quick, clarify myself. If this gets a bunch of thumbs down, I really don't care, because this is my genuine opinion about the new GTA, the Trilogy, the Definitive Edition, which is a terrible title. Literally just call it GTA Trilogy Remastered. It'd be easier. So that way, you know, no one messes up and calls it something that it's not, you know, like I did. All right, so number one, let's just get this out of the way. I want this game. Let me clarify this one more time. I want this game. I want it badly. I own all three GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas on my shelf. I own San Andreas 3 times. I own San Andreas on PlayStation 2. I own it on Xbox, and I own it on Xbox 360. Crazy, no? I also went out of my way to purchase and find PlayStation 2 versions of Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories and Vice City Stories because I love GTA. It's one of my favorite franchises of all time. I love it so much. It was one of my first open world games I ever played. Let's see, GTA 3 came out in, I do believe, 2002 or 2003. I'll have a thing right here saying exactly when it came out. I know everyone, and this is me talking about the cartoony graphics of the new, the Definitive, the Trilogy, whatever the fuck it's called. A lot of comments are saying, well, it's supposed to be cartoony because that's what it looked like back then. Okay, so let me just say this. I was about 9 or 10 when this game released, GTA 3, and the graphics were groundbreaking. They were amazing. I remember to this day my uncles being like, yeah, there's no way any other game is getting better than this. Now, I thought to myself, that's crazy. But I also said that to myself on 11/11/11 when Skyrim came out. I said to myself, wow, these are the best graphics. No one's beating this. A lot of people say that with their games. That's just how it is. I can understand them wanting to try and recreate the original graphics because in today's standards, they are cartoony. I get that, and I'm fine with that. I am, genuinely am. All right, so let's just start on the breakdown of the trailer. Okay, number one, the scenery looks really good. The foliage, the trees, the buildings, the cars, the car models, the glass, the reflections, the shadows, the lighting. All of it looks very good. I didn't really explain that well, I guess, in my original video, which I will 100% accept as my fault. That was my bad. Because it does look good. And I did say that. I literally said it right here. All right, so I know it just started, but I'm gonna pause it right here. The game looks better so far. CJ's face looks better. His clothing looks better. The bushes or the whatever these desert plants are looked better. The rock looks better. Okay. I said, whoa, the desert looks really good. The rocks look really good. The tumbleweeds, I think I called them like bushes or something, but the tumbleweeds or whatever the hell these things are look great. I think they look fantastic. They do. And I said that they look good. So we're going to pause it here. As you guys can see, they've definitely updated the graphics. The sky looks better. The buildings look mediocrely better. The one thing I said didn't look good was the character designs, the character models. Now, okay, I understand. I'm going to get a bunch of comments saying, that's what they wanted. Okay, fine. That's what they wanted. Okay. However, when you hear remaster, this is what I expect. I expect this. Or this, or this, maybe this, possibly this, any of these. These are all really, really good remasters. All right. I already know a bunch of people are going to try to call me out and say that this is a remake. Right here says remastered. Right here from Sony themselves. Upscaled HD. Upscaled. That does not mean remake. Okay, like this or this. I couldn't find anywhere that it says a remake. The only time I ever see that it's a remake is a gaming news site. Yeah, don't trust those guys at all. Who the fuck should? They're gaming news websites. They don't even know how to play video games. Even Sony doesn't call it a remake. This is a remaster. Now, if you guys want to say remaster is a spectrum and there's different levels of remaster, fine. I'm cool with that. Different grades of remaster. Okay, Let's agree with that 100%. Is the newest trilogy remastered? Yes, but I feel like the characters are not remastered well. That was the whole point I was trying to explain in my original video, that the original characters were groundbreaking graphics when they first released. And remaster, literally meaning by definition, okay, taking an original master or an original and bringing it, upgrading it to, or updating it to today's standards. Now, when they mean today's standards, like the Gears of War remaster, they mean graphics, lighting, sound. And when I mean sound, I don't mean new actors. I'm not asking for a remake. Let me clarify that really quick. I'm not asking for a remake. Okay? I'm not. Mafia 1 was a remake. My bad. I had no idea. I never played Mafia 1 original as a kid. I had no idea that Mafia 1, the remake, the definitive edition, added new voice actors, new voice lines, new missions, new music. I think they added a few other things besides quality of life things. So yes, that is a remake. That's my apologies. I did not know that. I thought it was literally just a remaster. But these I know for a fact are remasters. Taking the original concept or the original idea and making it your own. That's literally what a remake is. Now let me explain that real quick, because there's a little bit of differences on that. So this is the definition of a remake, making it either the original or something different. Yeah. So that would be if they decided, which in my last video, I even said, thank you God that they kept the original voice actors, because Ray Liotta, I wanted him to still be in the game. I like him a lot. CJ's character, man, I'm blanking his name. I do apologize. His name is right here. Danny Trejo, literally my favorite Hispanic actor of all time is Danny Trejo. I absolutely love that they kept him in this game because I love Danny Trejo. He's amazing in everything. It's kind of sad that in everything he's either a murderer, a rapist, or a murdering rapist, or at least for the majority of his career. I know he's changed up a lot, and I agree with that. I think he's a good guy, and I think that, I mean, I understand they profiled him though. It was kind of a bummer, but he's one of my favorite actors. I'm so glad they didn't change the voice actors in this game and created new voice lines. So anyways, back to what I was saying, a remake would be taking the idea of the game and creating it new from the ground up, not using any other aspects from the game, making a whole new city that can reflect the original city, kind of like, say, GTA 5. I'm not saying GTA 5 is a remake. Don't confuse that. I'm saying GTA 5 when it comes to San Andreas. San Andreas is inside of GTA 5. It looks different. That's fine. It looks completely different. I mean, you know, there's some similarities, but that idea was a recreation of San Andreas within the GTA 5 map. So a remake is taking the idea and branching it out and either making it very similar or different. Slightly. New actors, new voice lines, new characters with, you know, obviously the same name, possibly, maybe even adding newer characters, redesigning everything from the ground up. And what I mean is they have nothing to go off of. The idea of a remaster is if you have a character model and you take that model and you make it as pretty as possible, that's not a remake. You took the model. So now that that's all explained, let me go back and just clarify even more. This is a remaster. Yes, 100%. I agree with every single one of you. It's a remaster. I don't want a remake. Does it look good? That's all I'm trying to talk about right now. Does it look good? Okay, so like I said before, everything else besides the characters looks fantastic. I actually think they look great. I'm super excited for the controls. Again, I'm getting this. I'm actually buying this 2 different ways. If I had a Nintendo Switch, I'd be buying it 3 ways. I'm getting it on the November 11th and December 7th because I want a physical copy on my shelf. I do believe the characters in the game do not look as good as they should. Now, again, if it's a design choice, that's fine, and I understand that. I also understand that Rockstar didn't remaster this game themselves. That's fine. I understand that it was Grove Street developers or Grove Street something. I understand that. But we also have to remember these are the same people that did the mobile remasters of San Andreas and Vice City. Also, I want to add, if you enjoy the way the graphics look, cool. This is just an opinion from a dude who doesn't matter. It's an opinion of a guy who loves GTA. That's it. All right, so just to reiterate, okay, when I think of remaster, I think of these perfect remasters. If you guys want to say remaster is on a spectrum or it has different grades, that's fine. This grade is an 8 out of 10. Sorry, Gears of War, for an example, would be a 10 out of 10 because it's fantastic. Now, some people said, well, it's on a different generation. San Andreas and Gears of War is 2 years apart. All right, I don't want to hear that. Okay, they could have made it look good. Now, there are mods, or at least there used to be, that remastered these games better than this remaster. Do you understand what I'm saying now? I'm not saying that it's ugly, it's terrible, it needs to be taken down, blah, blah, blah. I'm not saying any of that. I'm not saying I want a remake. I'm just saying this game looks fine. It looks great. I can't wait to play it. Honestly, truthfully. I'm buying it 2 ways, but it could look better. That was my whole point of that other video. Maybe I didn't say it well enough. Maybe I mean, I'm an idiot. So maybe I didn't say it well enough, or I didn't go over my points well enough. It was very late at night when I when I recorded it, so I was a little tired. So I didn't explain myself well. However, it is 11:30 a.m. I'm not tired at all, so I'm going to explain myself even better now. The only bad part about this is so many people are not going to watch this video compared to the other one, so it doesn't really matter. So whatever, you guys don't like my opinion, thumb it down. I could care less. But the only reason I'm even making this video is to solidify my opinion of how I feel about this game. The characters don't look good. They look cartoony. They look like Destroy All Humans. And Destroy All Humans was a design choice, just like this is, by the way. It just doesn't look as good as it should. That's all I'm saying. The new additions are fucking fantastic. A waypoint. Obviously, this right here, this is from my channel. This Vice City that you're watching is from my channel. I love these games. Adding new improvements of life, the GTA 5 handling. It's gonna be fantastic, and I love it. But the character models, and this could be why I felt that it didn't look fully remastered, is because the character models do not look as good as the scenery. The scenery looks fantastic. The character models look almost out of place. Do you see what I'm trying to say now? It wasn't me attacking the game. It wasn't me trying to go out of my way to be a buzzkill or troll. I can't wait for it. I can't wait to hear your guys' comments on this. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. This is all I have to say. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Like I said, tell me in the comments below how much you hate me, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.